Yo, what up, body bags? We're doing a theme week, a week early this month, just because Christmas is next week, and we wanted to get these reviews out before Christmas. So I decided to review a movie called All the Creatures Were Stirring, and that's only because I went to Walmart looking for a Christmas horror movie, and this one looked the most appealing. I'm not really into all the Krampus movies. I think some people may be reviewing some Krampus movies, though. I'm not 100% positive on that, but I think there should be one or two coming down the pipeline this week. So if you're into the Krampus movies, look forward to that. But this one kind of sounded intriguing to me just because it's an anthology film. And I remember, like, the last Christmas horror anthology that I watched came out in 2015. And that was a Christmas Horror Story. And I really loved that movie. And I was hoping this would be kind of similar to it. But unfortunately, it's not of that quality. It's a little bit more low budget. This is directed by a husband and wife team, and I know the woman is like one of the members of the Shockwaves podcast, and she was like some kind of marketer or something for Fangoria, and I think she had to do with something. But she's like something with Blumhouse.com too. So she knows horror, but they just didn't have really the budget to make this thing like really amazing. But it was still kind of an enjoyable film. I didn't like hate watching it. It didn't really have me checking time or anything, so I can say that about it. It kept me entertained. There's 5 stories and a wraparound, and the wraparound's kind of cool. It's these 2 people that are on a blind date or whatever, and they go to this play, and it's like a real, like underground kind of play or whatever. And oddly enough, Real Reviews, the YouTube channel, I'm sure a lot of people know that YouTube channel, but one of the dudes, the long-haired guy, I don't remember his name, but he was actually one of the performers in this play they're seeing. So I thought that was kind of cool. But yeah, they kind of this creepy lady comes out and introduces all the stories with like a card, and the way the wraparound works is these performers in this play are kind of act out the first few seconds of it, and then it'll switch into the story. So it'll be it's pretty cool. And you could tell the same directors directed every single segment in it. The first segment I thought was pretty cool. It was kind of like a Belko experiment type thing, Saw, where it's like a Secret Santa gift exchange, and there's like a killer over the intercom that is saying, like, pretty much put all these presents in there with bombs and stuff like that. And it's pretty much they gotta open them and not die, pretty much. And that's the extent of the first story. It was kind of cool. I didn't really dig the ending of it. I was expecting something a little better, but it was an entertaining little short there. The second one was pretty cool too. This one I really dug just because it felt like a ripoff of It Follows, but to me it was kind of the most effective story out of the whole bunch. It was like this dude, he gets locked outside of his car, and he ends up knocking on this van in the parking lot to see if he could use their phone. And the people in this van aren't as they seem. And the ending was kind of cool. There's some shoddy CGI effects and stuff, but it was pretty cool. You know, and then there's another one with this dude who's not really into Christmas and all that, and there's some like CGI demons and stuff like that. I don't want to give everything away in the movie. There is some cool little twists in it, but go into this with low expectations. I mean, if you buy it for $10 at Walmart, you do get your money's worth. It's like I said, it's an entertaining film. It's just not on the caliber of a Christmas Horror Story, and that's what I kind of was expecting. But it was still entertaining. There's a little creature feature segment in there too, kind of reminiscent of the cover here. And I gotta say, I do love the cover to this too, just because it looks like an old Goosebumps cover. But yeah, I mean, not many horror and Christmas anthologies come out. You know, that's not like the Krampus movies where they come out yearly and stuff like that. So, I mean, I do try to pick them up. I'm glad I have it. Just not as good as Christmas Horror Story. And this does have a filmmaker commentary on it, so that's cool. But yeah, it came out from RLJE Films, and I know you can get this right now at Walmart for $10, and I think it may be streaming on Shudder, I heard. But yeah, it was an okay movie. I'd give it a recommendation. I wouldn't pay no more than $10 for it ever, though. I mean, it may be better just to stream it off Shudder if you have Shudder, because it's one of those ones where I probably won't bust it out for a couple of years or so. It's not one I'm going to put in my yearly Christmas rotation. So do with that information what you will. But yeah, that was my quick review of All the Creatures Were Stirring. Anyways, guys, I'll see y'all next week. Peace.